Hello and welcome to Bad Things. Today we will present the Delphi Daughters case, which involves the double homicide of two teenage girls. As we'll see, this case might get solved this year. Let's get started with the case. Monday, February 13th, 2017 was an exceptionally warm day in Delphi, some 70 miles north of Indianapolis. The best friends, Abby Williams, 13, and Libby German, 14, were enjoying a day off from school. At around 1 p.m., the two young girls were dropped off at the abandoned Monon High Bridge to go on a walk and hang out. At 2:07 p.m., Libby uploaded a picture of Abby stepping across the bridge. They were never heard from again. They were reported missing at 5:30 p.m. after failing to meet Liberty's father at 3:15 p.m. The next day, on Valentine's Day, the missing case evolved into a double homicide when police found the bodies of two 8th graders in a forested area along the Delphi Historic Trail, about a half-mile upstream from the bridge. Following the discovery of their bodies, double homicide investigations were initiated. Indiana State Police stated that autopsies were performed on the two girls, but officials refused to disclose a cause or time of death for either girl, as well as whether DNA evidence was obtained from the scene. As the killer of the girls is still at large, investigators have revealed bits of information throughout the investigation in the hopes that a tip may lead them to a suspect. We've got this released information, so let's get started. 2017. On Wednesday, February 15th, 2017, officers recovered a photograph of a person strolling through the scene from Libby German's phone. The grainy photograph of this individual was released by law enforcement personnel. The man was dressed in blue pants, a blue jacket or coat, and a hoodie. Preliminary investigations concluded that the man in the photograph was the most likely murderer of the two girls. That same year, an audio recording of him saying 3 words. In 2018, no new major leads were discovered by police. However, more than 30,000 tips were received, and the reward had risen to more than $240,000 by the end of the year. 2019. 2 years after the incident, the police released short, chilling video footage of the alleged guy, also taken from German's smartphone, as well as elaborated audio. Guys, down the hill. The grainy camera footage shows the suspect strolling on the bridge near where the girls were last seen. Investigators had praised Liberty as a hero for her quick-thinking actions, with officers considering the footage as a significant piece of evidence. Carter, the investigator, appealed to the public to observe the suspect's walk. The authorities also published a new suspect sketch in July 2019, based on a witness's recall of what he or she saw. As per authorities, they believe the killer is between the ages of 18 and 40, and he may appear younger than his real age. The investigators' confidence was increased by all of the evidence, and they labeled the new evidence a new direction in the case. Despite reaching large pieces of evidence, no arrests have been made. In 2019, the investigators held a press conference to remind the public that the inquiry is still ongoing. Even still, police do not consider it a cold case, as 2 active investigators work on it on a regular basis. Here are some of the important advances achieved in the recent years that might lead to the murderer's arrest. The discovery of 2 primary suspects in the murder case might be regarded as a breakthrough in the case. But who are the suspects, and what ties them to the murder? Number 1. Keegan Anthony Klein. The connection between the Delphi murders and the bogus social media profile Anthony_shots began with another incident reported to police just days after the bodies of Libby German and Abby Williams were found in February 2017. The person behind Anthony_shots was one of the last to communicate with Libby German before her death. According to court filings, Klein confessed to creating the Anthony_shots profile in order to interact with underage girls and get sexually explicit photographs. During an interview on August 19, 2020, the police questioned Keegan Klein about the incident. He confessed to interacting with Libby, but he did not plead guilty to the murders of the two young girls. According to the transcripts, after German's death, the Anthony Shots profile wrote to someone that he was going to meet up with Libby, but she never showed up. Due to a lack of evidence, the murders of Libby German and Abby Williams have not been brought against Klein. He's been in the Miami County Jail for more than a year and a half, facing 30 counts of child pornography and exploitation. But he remains a suspect in the crime, and authorities are continuing to investigate the profile's connection to the Delphi murder case. Number 2. James Chadwell. In Lafayette, Indiana, just 20 miles from Delphi, police arrested 42-year-old James Chadwell, charging him with the kidnapping and attempted murder of a 10-year-old child. The event happened just a year ago, in 2021. Chadwell has pleaded not guilty to the charges brought against him regarding the Delphi daughters, and he has yet to respond to questions regarding a possible connection. The local sheriff told ABC News that several factors had led them to investigate Chadwell, but he gave no further details. To this day, the killings of lively girls haunt their families. However, the fragile family remains hopeful, and Libby's sister, who is studying forensic sciences, said that they are confident that the police will solve the case soon. In an interview with WRTV, Superintendent Doug Carter said he expects the case will be solved before he retires in less than 3 years. 3 years, 2 years and 11 months, Carter said. It could be today. We continue to move in a positive direction. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to keep up with the latest crime coverage, subscribe to Bad Things for breaking crime news, current trial coverage, and information on fascinating unsolved cases.